Other interesting political news, you have Trump telling Zelenskyy it takes two to tango when they're hanging out, and Trump says how he has a relationship with Putin as well. This as Zelenskyy was visiting Trump Tower, and they're trying to think, well, you know, what do we actually do at the end of the day in terms of there's a little blame on the left and right. How do we resolve this? Now, I apologize. That specific clip right now. Let's see. Try and pull it up here. Let's see. Give me a New York minute here. See if we can get lucky with this particular clip here. One of those things where just had it and it accidentally X'd out that particular screen. Eluding me at the moment. I'll find it through a couple more scrolls. Let's see, there's that one on Zelenskyy, but where's the actual clip of 2 to tango? Alright, try one more spot, and I appreciate everyone's patience. Again, let me know in the comments, anything I could be doing better on the show, what kind of, pretty much any positive feedback is appreciated. I know I definitely need to work on decreasing my, my speech pace, slowly but surely trying to get better on that. And, well, pronunciation of most things, continues to elude me, though I like to think I'm slowly but surely, getting a little bit better at it. But let me pull up this really quick. Venmo app, where is... Grab one more spot here. Let me get this the right one. Let me go back there. All right, let's try this clip out. I appreciate everyone's patience today. Yeah, this is Lives of TikTok. She says, Zelenskyy looks depressed and sad. He knows his blank checks are stopping when Trump comes to the office. Let's see, about 39 seconds long. And yeah, it's funny to see how the juxtaposition is very true in terms of all of Zelenskyy's interactions when it comes to Kamala. He is eyes bright and happy as a bee because, again, it's one of those things where, well, yeah, it's one of those things where he's gotten $200 billion under the Biden-Harris administration. It's quite a truck. I was going to say a pretty penny. Truckloads of, actually, no, aircraft carriers of pennies if we're, counting up those $200 billion. Without too much further ado.
It to end, and he wants it to end, and he wants it to end as quickly as possible. He wants a fair transaction to take place, and I think, right now I'm campaigning, so right now I don't have much to do with it other than we're doing very well in terms of the campaign, and I've been saying that I believe if I win, we're going to have a very fair and I think actually rather rapid deal. It should stop, and the president wants it to stop, and I'm sure President Putin wants it to stop, and that's a good combination. So we want to have a fair deal for everybody.
What do you envision as fair?
Well, it's too early to say that.
Zelenskyy looks so he's never looked sadder in his life. Looks like he also looks like he's taken hostage. In every other meeting with especially Democrats, he's just a jubilee and happy as oh hell. This went pretty well. I got 1.4 million views as well as 31,000 likes. One of the first comments coming from AKA saying, quote, LMFAO, good old Zelenskyy. He knows the war is going to come to an end when Trump gets in and he's sad. Getting 263 likes. You also have Joni Maga saying, endless bank account with Kamala and Zelenskyy knows it. Every country wants us to have a weak leader like her. Getting 31 likes. Paul Zuba says Zelenskyy knows the free ride is over. Getting 68 likes. Do you have our favorite leftist? Well, not really, but I follow him because, again, left gets a little bit boring in your echo chamber, so more opinions is better. Luke Zelenskyy says, quote, Trump and Putin are extorting the world. Humiliating Zelenskyy is part of Trump's pledging public agenda to Putin. Getting 4 likes. Mentally vacuous as usual, Luke. Although he actually did respond to the actual content. He usually just does a copy-paste of Orange Man bad or Elon bad. So Luke actually did use all 3 or 4 of his brain cells. Some like partially jesting and exaggerating, but yeah, fascinating how the one time Putin did not expand his mass of land and increase the square footage of Russia was when Trump was in office. He gained more land when Obama was in office, and then when Biden was in office. Fascinatingly enough, Trump was a lot more harsh on Putin than Biden and Obama was. Which is, again, why Russia didn't expand when Trump was in office. So, mostly meant to be vacuous, but Luke did get 4 likes, which, to his credit, is more likes than I've gotten in a couple of my videos. So, I don't have too much ground to stand on, so I might No, I would argue. Now you also have Craig Chamberlain saying, quote, wow, Zelenskyy definitely doesn't look happy there. Getting 6, make it 7 likes. Actually, someone responded to Craig. Now I'm curious. Richard responded saying, I know that look. Coke wore off, getting 2 likes. And there's a Craig Chamberlain getting 7 likes saying, wow, Zelenskyy definitely doesn't look too happy there. Which, yeah, he definitely doesn't. My picture says, look at defeat. It's a screenshot of Trump talking when Zelenskyy is standing there in his cliche sweater. $200 billion, you can't afford a suit? Come on, man. As we know, all good men do suit up. You look your best. We also have Paratrooper Brady saying, quote, he knows his gravy train is over, and maybe Trump said to him, you know I'm going to audit Ukraine, right? Getting 148 likes, which, yeah, we've been sending over pallets of money with basically no strings attached, and a lot of it is walking away. And even is interesting, like now, of course, the mainstream media is always saying Ukraine, they need our money, they need our help, even though they're not going to have elections unless the U.S. pays for it. They're banning a lot of religions and political oppositions to Zelenskyy, but they need our help. But why back the clock a couple years? Even Washington Post, CNN, Fox News, a lot of mainstream media was actually they're all in kind of the same train of thought where they're rating Ukraine as one of the most corrupt countries on the planet. Now you also have, let's see, we'll do 1 or 2 more comments here. I have a Wireman, it's an AI generated image of Zelenskyy looking homeless. It says little Zelenskyy without his sugar bit Biden, getting 64 likes, which, yeah, I mean, I can't imagine how much personal wealth he's gained throughout the past couple of years. I suspect he'll never be homeless or on hard times. Let's see. Yeah, not seeing too many contrarian comments here. And again, it's become a very political issue in the U.S. Has become a thing where about, I'd say half of the U.S. wants us to continue to fund that war and half wants it to stop. And a lot of people, interestingly enough, have Ukrainian flags in their profiles and their front lawns in the United States, when, interestingly enough, those same people, a lot of them don't have American flags, but I partially digress. And I think this will continue to be one of the biggest political issues, and especially the U.S. is, $35 trillion in debt thanks to Republicans and Democrats spending our money like never before, and yet we still have money to send overseas. This is something that most Americans can't put you on a map, and business-wise or economically, we're not their top 10 trading partners. Like, it's almost incomprehensible from a business perspective, and most of their top 10 business partners are enemies or countries that we don't have great relations with. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if that money spigot actually turns off. I mean, if Trump actually if he gets elected. And what are your thoughts? Do you think we should continue to fund the war? Do you see it as a humanitarian issue on the Ukrainian perspective or the Russian perspective? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. I do apologize. It might take me a little bit longer than usual since this week's been a little bit hectic. End of the fiscal quarter was earlier, so I'm playing a little bit of catch up at work. So apologize if it takes me a little time to get to the comments. But as always, I greatly appreciate it and would love to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button, I really appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.